It's time for Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on Wausau Area Sports. Warrior Softball is brought to you by the Cloverbell Credit Union. Since 1936, local lenders lending local money, keeping our community strong. Warrior Softball is also brought to you by Rocket Industrial, the Wausau West Athletic Department, the Weld Riley Law Firm and attorney Matthew Meyer, and financial advisor Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group. It's time now for Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on your home for Wausau West Sports, Wausau Area Sports, and WausauAreaSports.com.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on Wausau Area Sports. Today, it is a non-conference game as Wausau West takes on Antigo in perhaps the penultimate game of the regular season. The Warriors have this one and then a Wisconsin Valley Conference finale on Tuesday against the Marshfield Tigers, and that is all that is on the schedule right now. They would like to add one more game before the start of the playoffs, but that is still up in the air. Today, it's a good non-conference test for Wausau West. Antigo is in third place in the Great Northern Conference, and that Great Northern Conference at the top has a couple of outstanding teams. In fact, two top-ranked teams in the state in Division III. Medford is the first-place team. Mosinee is the second-place team, and they're also ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state rankings in Division III. So, again, good test here for West, who come off a win yesterday, knocking off the Wausau East Lumberjacks by a score of 10-2. It looks like it was a blowout. It was not a blowout. Wausau East had the lead 2-0 going into the top of the fifth inning. Warriors scored twice in the top of the fifth to tie it, and then an 8-run top of the sixth inning gave the Warriors the win. An inside-the-park grand slam home run by Caitlin Butler broke the 2-2 tie, and the Warriors went on to the W. Both Nora Hintz and Caitlin Butler pitched well yesterday for the Warriors. Hintz went the first 4 innings, and then Butler finished off with 3 shutout innings, striking out 8 Lumberjack hitters and earning the W. Well, we're going to have ourselves a summer-like day. The wind is blowing, the temperature is up, and it should be a good one here from Antigo to start off the weekend. Wausau West and Antigo. Coming up next, we will have the pregame interview with the head coach of the Wausau West Warriors. I'll be talking to Jamie Hughes coming up next. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on Wausau Area Sports. Wausau West Warrior High School Softball continues on Wausau Area Sports. The penultimate game of the regular season, maybe, as the Warriors in Antigo taking on the Red Robins. Along with head coach Jamie Hughes, I'm Chad Holmes, and coach, feels like summer. It feels like the end of the regular season. Does it feel like the regular season for you and the girls?
I think so. I think they're starting to feel the heat and they're ready for school to end. That's when their brain goes to summer, so especially the seniors because they're done here soon. Yesterday
had East, and it's always going to be that way, isn't it? That nobody that East wants to beat more than West, and they fought hard the first meeting, they fought hard the second meeting. It sounds like it got a little hairy for your team yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was cutthroat for the first few innings. I mean, there's a lot of good players on that team. They can hit the ball, and we were both making plays. They got out on a walk. It's how they scored their first run, and it kind of goes to show those sometimes bite you in the butt. But our girls started to get into it. East did really want it. You could see it and hear it in their dugout, but our girls ended up getting into it and getting the bats going finally towards the end.
Let me ask you about that, because there are times when your girls are hitting the ball like it's off a tee. Saw the game on Tuesday against Spash, and I don't think you hit at the level that you wanted to that day. And then yesterday for the first, 4 innings, it was pretty rough. Is it really, at this point, for these girls who have so much experience, all in between the years sometimes, where sometimes you get into, hitting a ball is considered one of the hardest things in sports. Yeah. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. What is the mentality of trying to make sure that they don't get too high, maybe not too low?
Well, I try my best and tell all the other coaches too. No corrections in a game. It's time to just see the ball, hit the ball. And then there's the constant reminding them, Bree, good example yesterday. She crushed the ball, and they made good plays on her. So even though you're 1 for 4, you had a great game. Don't look at the numbers when you're that way. Other girls, I think, try to crush it too hard sometimes. The situation calls for a big hit, and they go up there and they pull their head because they're really trying. And again, it's for the sake of the team, but that can kind of bite you.
I imagine that for you as a coach, when you've been coaching for quite a long time in different areas, it is about the process more than the results. And I'm going to use a real silly. I play a little poker, and they always tell me it's not about the results; it's about the process. If you do the right things, you're going to do. Ultimately, in the end, you'll come out ahead. Is that the way you look at it in softball as well?
Pretty much, yeah. You got to trust out of our mouth. Just trust in yourself and all that time.
And today, a good non-conference game. I mean, if you look at the GNC, you got a number 1 ranked team in Medford. You got a number 2 ranked. For this time of year, a good game for your girls?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm excited to play them. I always say I want to face good teams. I want to face top pitching if we can, and good fielding. Because if you
think about maybe when the brackets will come out, if you realize, we're going over and we're going to play on dirt.
Yep.
I imagine that's changed over the last couple of years because your girls get used to playing on turf, don't they?
Yeah, they on the JV field if we get a chance to practice on dirt before a dirt game, but we played on turf yesterday, so we'll see.
Best of luck today.
Thank you, Chad.
Head coach of the Warriors, Jamie Hughes.
A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
And Chad Holmes back again here from including the Clover Belt Credit Union. Again, they have been with our broadcast for many years on the radio, and very happy that they have joined us here on Wausau Area Sports as well. Clover Belt Credit Union since 1936 at Mosinee Airport. Also thanks to the good folks over at Rocket Industrial, Ryan and the entire crew. Rocket Industrial, another terrific supporter, package with less. Well, let's look at the Jaden Elke will play shortstop and bat second. Batting third, the third baseman, Taylor Defner. Jaden Kalmus, the catcher, will bat cleanup. Taylor Murkowski is the designated player. She'll bat fifth. Caitlin Button, ninth. Nora Hintz is the starting pitcher today for the Warriors, and she has been replaced in the batting order by the designated player. So again, for Wausau West, Brianne Bush, Caitlin Butler, Brooklyn Freiberg, Brooklyn Kalmus, and Jenna Gravane. For the Antigo Red Robins, leading things off and playing right field, Krista Beck. Jewel Wykes is at shortstop. Kendall Cresson is at first base, batting 8th. And London Cheney, the designated hitter, bats 9th. Gracie Glatz is the pitcher. She's been replaced in the batting order by Wykes, Braylee Ackright, Emma Beck, Evie Lucht, Ava Cornelius, Ava West, Kendall Cresson, and London Cheney. Quick reminder that coming up tomorrow we have as the Warriors take on the host Toma squad. And then in the second game at approximately 12:30, depending on the length of the first game, the Warriors will take on the 5th-ranked team in the state in Division I, Chippewa Falls. We're going to take one more break and then come back and have the first pitch of today's game between Wausau West and Antigo. This is Wausau West Warrior High School softball on Wausau area.
Less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com. Rocket
of Rib Mountain Financial Group is a proud supporter of our broadcast of Wausau West High School sports. Whether it's investments, insurance, financial planning, or more, contact Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group. Tim and has been coaching Wausau West student athletes since 2001. Financial advisor Tim Freiberg and Rib Mountain Financial Group, a proud supporter of Wausau West High School athletics.
Batting second is shortstop, number 11, Jaden Elkey.
And welcome back here from Antigo.
Baseman number 13, Taylor Duffner.
The Wausau here to the start of this game. As you can see, located right behind home plate. Try to keep those little pieces of the fence out of the view as much as possible. But great spring, trying to get this up and off the ground. And again, if you're somebody that would be interested in supporting what we do here at Wausau Area Sports, would love to talk to you about advertising potential and if the contact form. And I'll make sure to get back to you and be able to get you any information in terms of how to be a supporter of our broadcast here on ground and bring you some action here of high school athletics. Also, if you're somebody that would be interested in sponsoring a playoff broadcast, because at this point, unfortunately, to video stream high school playoff games. And unfortunately, at this point, I don't have that kind of money to be able to spend. So if you're somebody that would be interested in making some sort of donation in order to help bring us the as for any breakup they will have in our video stream here today. We only have one bar here, this part of Antigo. It's sort of on the edge of town. Not great service in this part of the town. So again, apologize for any breakup there. as the Warriors get set to come to the plate.
Members accountable for being respectful and compassionate while competing with grit and sincerity at all times.
Wausau West wearing the dark blue jerseys outlined in white. And for Wausau West, in the top half of the first inning, Brienne Brashong will lead things off. Jaden Elke and Taylor Defner. Hey, Tim, don't even worry about it. It's not going to. Taking a look at the Antigo Red Robin defense. Got Ava Cornelius in left field, Emma Beck in center, Krista Beck is in right. Evie Lucht is at third base, Jewel Wykes at shortstop. Ava West and Valley Conference play this season, having herself a very fine freshman season. Right-handed batter. Pitch is in there for a called strike one. Old-fashioned scoreboard off in left center field. Nice big numbers. So no way to no balls and 2 strikes. Number 1 on the back of the jersey for Brienne Bushong. 0-2. There's a fly ball. Left field going. That will bring up the West shortstop, Jaden Elke. Jaden Elke had a couple of hits yesterday in the win against Wausau East. She is hitting .290 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference this one. Again, apologize for the breakup. Again, just we don't have the bars here in Antigo. There's a high pop-up, shortstop side. Defner, a .414 batting average, 6 home runs in Wisconsin Valley Conference play this season, 12 RBI. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Wind pushing in here this afternoon. Pitch is on the inside corner. I don't think Taylor Defner agreed. Takes a stroll out of the box, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hitting that ball on the screws was Taylor Defner, first base hit of the game. And that will keep the inning alive for the Wausau West cleanup hitter, catcher Jaden Kelmus. Softball on Wausau Area Sports. 0-1. A little bit low. Knocking it down is Breely Ackright. And the count evens up at 1-1. It takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Leaning in, looking is Glatz. Here's the rock and the pitch. Runner left on base. And a 1/2 inning, it is Wausau West nothing and Antigo coming to the plate. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on Wausau Area Sports.
Financial advisor Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain since 2001. Financial advisor Tim Freiberg and Rib Mountain Financial Group, a proud supporter of Wausau West High School athletics. Financial advisor
And we are back here at Antigo as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. Red Robins coming to the plate. Warriors held scoreless in the top of the inning.
For Antigo, the right fielder, number 7.
Robins. Entire Wausau West infield gathered in the circle with pitcher Nora Hintz. We'll give you the infield D here in just a moment. Right-handed hitting Beck will step in. Here's the rock in the 1-0. Up and out of the strike zone. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Dust kicking up. Very dry field here in Antigo. Hard ground ball right to the shortstop, Jaden Elke. She'll fire across and digging it right off the top of the dirt is Caitlin Butler. 6-3 on the putout.
Number 1, Jewel Wykes.
For out number 1. Jill Wykes, the Antigo #2 hitter and shortstop, a left-handed batter, will step in. Nora Hintz rocks, deals. Just off the outside corner for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. There's a hard liner up the middle into center field for a base hit. First base knock for the Red Robins. Oh, and the throw gets away, and that. And Bree Eckwright, the catcher, will step in next. And the pitch, there's a roller chop foul first base side for strike 1. No score, bottom half of the runner waits on second. Hintz, 0-1. Up and out of the strike zone, evens things up at a ball and a strike. And in is Brooklyn Kalmus. She'll make the call and make the grab for out number 2. Towering fly ball off the bat of Eckwright. Big in left center field, blowing rather hard. That's going to make for a challenge as well for anybody on either a pop-up or a fly ball here today. And now with 2 outs and a runner on second, the center field. And there's a fly ball, right field side. Coming over is Jenna Gravine, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. So the Warriors able to get out of that inning with no Antigo nothing. This is Wausau West Warrior High School softball on Wausau Area Sports.
Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
And Taylor Murkowski leading things off for the Warriors. Takes the first pitch, low and inside for ball 1. 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Wausau West. Murkowski, Caitlin Butler, and Brooklyn Freiberg. There's a high pop-up, short right center field. Pushed over towards the right for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 2, Caitlin Butler.
So Caitlin Butler will now step in for a play, but she came up with the bases loaded in the top of the 6th of that 2-2 game and hit a fly ball to a right field. Got away from the right fielder, ended up an inside the park grand slam home run. No balls and 2 strikes. Glatz fires, misses up and away, and that's ball 1. And a miss, and that's strike 3. First strikeout for the right-hander Glatz. And the second out of the inning for the Warriors.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3.
Will step in next for the Warriors. Right-handed batter, sophomore for Wausau West. There's a foul tip. Goes to the backstop for strike 1. This week the Warriors played on Tuesday and Thursday in 4 and 5 in the conference, 10 and 11 overall. There's a fly ball, right field side. Coming over again is Beck, and she'll make the running grab to end West in the second. End of an inning and a half. It is Wausau West nothing, Antigo nothing. This is Wausau West Warrior High School softball on Wausau Area Sports. Bottom of the second inning, on the outskirts of Antigo, just got basically one bar. And it is, I can tell here that it is causing some issues. And again, apologize for that. Hopefully it's nothing that is hard grounder past the diving Jaden Elke into left center field for a base hit on the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning for Evie Lucht. Second base hit for Antigo. And that they use a numeric code down in the third base coach's box to the hitter in terms of what they want to call. Catches the inside corner Tuesday against Stevens Point. There's a square around, missing, and the runner pick off back to first, dives back in safely. So trying a bunt, but coming up empty is Cornelius, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball towards the first base dugout, and the count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ava West, the second baseman and number 7 hitter, will step in next for the Red Robins. The Calmus, but runner is moving. Throw down to second and sliding in safely will be Evie Lucht. For the second straight inning, and fastball catches the top of the strike zone just below the belt. One ball, then one. Runner waits on second. Hintz to the plate. Up and outside. And the count evens up, 1 out. Jaden Calmus setting the target. Nora Hintz to the plate. Just getting a piece of it. That ball was just off the top of the dirt, but protecting the plate was Ava West. And what a nice play made by Jaden Elke. Faked the throw to first instead. Got the runner Luck to go off the bag and then tagged her out. 6 unassisted. Fielder's choice for West, and now 2. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing. Trying to get out of another inning with a scoreless 0 on the board is Hintz, but that ball in the dirt goes to the backstop. And once again, the runner is in scoring position at second base. This time, ready is Hintz. Here's the rock and the pitch. And that ball's in the dirt, and again, moving and heading. Wild pitches puts a runner now at third base with 2 outs. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count. The payoff pitch. Out front and pulling that one foul on the third base side. We'll do it again at 3-2. Getting 2 strikeouts in the frame for Hintz. No runs on 1 base hit. No errors, and 1 runner left on base for Antigo in the bottom of the second inning. We are heading to the third on Wausau Area Sports.
Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to wausauareasports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at wausauareasports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to wausauareasports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where we are and what we're covering. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well so you miss none of the action. Wausau Area Sports on YouTube, at wausauareasports.com, on Facebook and Instagram. The Wausau area's newest source for information and play-by-play of high school sports. Wausau Area Sports.
As we've seen so often, we have these incredibly short periods of time between innings. And swinging on the first pitch was Brooklyn Calmus. Hit it right on the screws, but a fly ball to center field for the first out. So 1 pitch and 1 out for the Warriors, top of the third. And now Jenna Gravine, the number 9 hitter and right fielder, settles in. She'll for missing that first pitch of the inning. 0-0 as we play the top of the third. Gravine had a couple of hits in the game against East yesterday, that 10-2 win. Getting the bottom of the strike zone. Top of the order, and Brianne Bouchong waits on deck for Wausau West. 1-2. Hard ground ball into left field for a base hit. Out of the reach of Evie Lucht, who reached to her left. Either consistency and trying to go through the ups and the downs. Here's the pitch. Ground ball into left for another base hit. And then between the legs of the left fielder, rounding second, heading to third, getting waved around. Position will step to the plate. So back-to-back singles to left for the Warriors and put the Warriors on the scoreboard. Fast so had a pair of base hits yesterday in the game against Wausau East. Fakes the bunt, pulls it back, taken up high for a ball. 1-1. Here's a fly ball left field. Cornelius goes over to her left, makes the call, makes the grab for out number 2. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Going bunt was Defner. The third baseman Lucht broke in. On the move was Bouchong, and the third baseman had vacated her position to come charging. Pitch drops down low. There's 2 balls and 1 strike. Good hitters count for Taylor Defner. Here's the rock and the pitch. Misses outside, goes off the end of the mid of the catcher, Ackright. And the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Of 2.5, it is Wausau West 2, Antigo nothing. This is Warrior Softball on Wausau Area Sports.
For the Warriors in the top of the third to come up with.
Third, Antigo coming to the plate, trailing Wausau West by a score of 2-0. Nora Hintz in the circle. He started here today for the Warriors. 1-0. Chopper foul third base side. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. 190 feet down the left field line, 200 feet to dead center. So Nora Hintz, been solid so far. Stranded a pair of runners in scoring position, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number. Kalmus will put down the sign, set the target. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Take it for ball 1. Dusty from Kalmus. He'll fire to first in time. Nicely done by the Wausau West catcher. 2-3 on the putout for out number 2. Polski's now at first base. I'm not sure when that change occurred because starting was Butler, but nevertheless, got Murkowski, and now Butler is the extra player. Down low and outside, have Bree Ackright come up next for Antigo. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hintz had 2 strikeouts in the second, trying for strikeout number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Bree Ackright.
She flew out the left field her first time up. Another left-handed hitter, Medford, in second place, Mosinee. There's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. And now heading towards third after hesitating, and they're sliding in safety. Now a pickle between coming around to score is Wykes, and it's now 2-1. But the throw was late, but the slide went right into the catch. Pitch rolls between the legs of the Wausau West catcher, Jaden Elke, to the backstop. And now the runner advances to third. And the count evens up at 1-1. She flew out to right field her first time up. Nora Hintz. Nora Hintz rocks, fires. Ground ball, third base side, fair. Defner, long throw across, on target, and that will strand that runner at third. Sports.
The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau area sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau.
So both teams get on the board in the third. She was 2 for 2 yesterday. Ashley came on in the middle of the game and was a big factor in helping the Warriors come from behind and knock off East. And there's a liner into center field for a base hit. So a good start for the Warriors in the top of the fourth. And that will bring up Taylor Murkowski.
Now batting the designated player, number 8, Taylor Murkowski.
Runners for both the pitcher and the catcher. Everything has been set for ball one. 2-1 Warriors, top half of the fourth. Here's the rock and the pitch. Good cut by Murkowski right on it, but follows it back over the screen and out right there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, the dust taken off of home plate. Its runner waits on second. 2-1 pitch. Boy, there was again a good cut. Little in front of it was Murkowski. That pitch looked like it had a lot of the plate. We've seen Murkowski already this season. On deck circle for Wausau West. Here's the payoff. Up and out of the strike zone, and that is ball 4. So the Warriors get the first 2 runs. Caitlin Butler struck out her first time up. Squares to bunt, comes up empty, and the runners hold. So no balls and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Runners on the move. Throw down the third. And a little lower. Would have been very close, but that throw just a little bit up, and that allowed thirds to slide in under the tag. There's a little pop-up. Second base side. It'll be caught, and the runners. Brooklyn Freiberg, right-handed hitter. And the pitch. There's a well-hit ball left field side, way back, and making the grab right in front of the fence is Cornelius, taking that third to take away extra bases for Freiberg, but it is an RBI for Brooklyn Freiberg. Runner on second and 2 outs now for Brooklyn Kalmus. Outfield playing rather significantly to pull the center fielder back towards left center field, and that pitch is down low for a ball. But again, I have not seen that very often this season, where on 80 degrees, kind of day we expect this time of year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, third base side. It is a fair ball. 1 run on 1 base hit, and 1 runner left on base. We are halfway through here in Antigo. Middle of the 4th inning. Bottom of the fourth inning, Antigo coming to the plate, trailing the Warriors by a score of 3-1. And the first pitch of the inning, low and inside from Nora Hintz. So 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth for the Warriors. 1 in the third for Antigo. Pitch just 6-3 on the putout. And next is the left fielder, Ava Cornelius.
Now batting the left.
Nora Hintz has been solid. She'll fire up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Again, glad you could really not anything that can be done. We got one bar basically between 1 and 2 bars, and it's causing some breakup. So again, apologize for that. And there's a high pop-up first base side. Taking a peek is Murkowski, but that will end up out of play. Right-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. Here's the pitch. Bounces in there. Nice stop, even though there's nobody on base, but Jaden control by each of the pitchers. That is the first walk from Nora Hintz. So Hintz with 1 walk, and 1 walk has been issued as well by Antigo pitcher Gracie Glatz. Nora Hintz, another square around. There's a bunt. It'll be fouled on the third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1, another square around. This is pushed to the first base side. It will stay fair. Picked up by Hintz, fired up first, not in time. Very close play at first, but Ava West is called safe for an infield. So Nora Hintz ready. Pitch is in the dirt, goes to the backstop. Wild pitch will allow each of the runners to advance 60 feet. At least 1 back and maybe 2 back to get back to even. Quick meeting in the circle. Jaden Kalmus. Low into the dirt again, and that's ball 2. So now, good hitters count at 2-0 with runners on second and third and just 1 out. I think if you're the batter, that's a hard one to hit. If you're a pitcher, you love getting it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Off the can slide in safely. The second grab attempt by Jaden Kalmus made it too difficult to get back and get the runner. And now all the way to second. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change here for Wausau West. Yep, it looks as though it will be a change. A fine performance yesterday against Wausau East will now take over in a tough spot. 1 out. Runners on second and third, bottom of the fourth inning. And the Warriors with a 3-2 lead. 8 of the 9 outs that Caitlin Butler was able to get against East were due to strikeouts. So in this situation today, Warriors were tied when she came into the game, so she got the W. She is 4-3 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, 5.31 earned run average. In conference play, 29 innings pitched, second and third here for the Red Robins. Number 9 hitter, London Cheney, will come to the plate. Cheney is 0 for 1. She was a strikeout victim her first time up back in the third. Number 2 on the back of the jersey for Caitlin Butler. And her first pitch is in at the top of the... Another good fastball in there for strike 2 called. So Butler's come out, fired a pair of strikes, and now has a good situation, 0-2. To it. Ends up just outside the zone. So a good eye by Cheney. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called right on the inside corner. So now a chance to get out of this inning still with the lead are the Wausau West Warriors. And the pitch. And it's now 0-2. Again, a great situation here for Butler. Putting down the fingers, setting. If the ball comes right back, basically off the backstop, does not take a ricochet to either the left or the right, very difficult for a runner to come in from. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Just getting a piece of it is Beck. Stays alive at 2. Butler fires. Check swing on that riser, and the count runs full, 3-2. Coming in, making the call is Gravine, and Gravine will squeeze it for out number 3. So getting one back in the 4th are the Red Robins. 1 run on Antigo 2. This is Wausau West Warrior High School softball.
Come up with a 1 run and 1 base hit. There are no errors and 2 runners left
on Wausau Area Sports. First pitch of the inning, a bunt attempt by Jenna Gravine, Brianne Bouchong, and Jaden Elke here for the Warriors here in the 5th. There's a little pop-up, third base side, going back and making the grab for the Red Robins. High pop-up, short center field. Emma Beck coming in, and she'll make the grab for out number 2. So quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Warriors, and now pitch is low and inside, scoots to the backstop for ball 1. Jaden Elke keeps this inning alive. Taylor Defner in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Swing. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that was bad timing for the hitter. I think you saw it. Jaden Elke could do about it. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a high pop-up right behind us, and that will be... Things are flying around in the gusty winds here. And again, mention that it's windy, but it pieces of the plastic in the outfield. There's a foul tip. Staying alive is Elke at 1-2. And the pitch. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Little flip to first in time, and that will do it for the Warriors. Wausau West 3, Antigo 2. This is Warrior Softball on Wausau Area Sports.
Financial advisor Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group is a proud supporter. Insurance, financial planning, or more. Contact Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group. Tim is a 1997 graduate of Wausau West High School and has been coaching Wausau West student athletes since 2001. Financial advisor Tim Freiberg and Rib Mountain Financial Group, a proud supporter of Wausau West High School athletics.
Bottom of the 5th, still a 1-run game here from Antigo. Warriors hold a 3-2 lead. Caitlin Butler, who came on with runners on 2nd and 3rd and 1 out in the 5th, was able to get out of that frame and keep the Warriors ahead. Jewel Wykes, the number 2 hitter, who is 2 for 2 today. Wykes singled in the 1st, then singled and scored a run in the 3rd. Left-handed batter. First time that she has seen Caitlin Butler here today. So I'll be heading to Toma with the Wausau West baseball team. Toma Triangular, 9:45 airtime, 10 o'clock, West and Toma, followed by West and Chippewa Falls. It's against Chippewa Falls. Chippewa Falls, number 5 ranked team in the state in Division 1. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Three hitters for Caitlin Butler. And Bree Ackright, the catcher, who singled her last time up, will now step in for the Red Robins. Warriors with 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th for Antigo. 3-2 game. On the outside corner, dusting up. Lots of dust out there. Ooh, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that, again, is a tough situation for a hitter. Could use a little bit of sprinkles on the infield to tap down this dust. Get out the water hose between innings. 1-2. Little. One out, nobody on base. Ick right back in. Slightly open stance from the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-2. Not artificial turf, but boy, it is a dry dirt, and that is helping the hitters. So a runner on first, potential with one out for the Red Robins, and their number 4 hitter, center fielder Emma Beck, coming to the plate. Emma Beck has flown out to right and grounded to third. She is 0 for 2. Evie Luck, third baseman, who is 1 for 2. She singled in the second. So she'll step in. Right-handed batter, slightly open stance. Good fastball. In there for strike 1 called. Butler, a little bit of a harder thrower than Hintz, and they've used it so many times during the season. 0-1. There's a high pop-up, first base side out of play. And just like that, it's no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2, up high off the mitt of Jaden Kelmis to the backstop. And the wild pitch will allow each runner to advance 6 with no balls and 2 strikes. Sometimes you can waste them so far out of the zone, it goes to the backstop. Off the outside corner on a fastball. Here's the pitch. High pop-up, first base side, again out of play. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Taking a moment is Butler. Now she'll toe the rubber, looking for the sign and the target. Winds it full. Butler's ready. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the inside corner at the knees. Go for the second inning in a row from Caitlin Butler with runners on second and third and 1 out. But now have to get Ava Cornelius to get out of the inning. Here's Butler's pitch. Looping liner over the glove of Elke, and 2 runs are going to score. But it's a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Cornelius. And for the first time today, Antigo has taken the lead at 4-3.
Now batting second baseman, number 4, Ava West.
Sometime in there for a called strike 1. Getting all the way to second on the play was Cornelius. Runner waits on second. 1-1. Again, setting the target is Kalmus. In the 4th, but Antigo takes the lead. 2 runs on 3 base hits. There was a runner left on base. Heading to the 6th, the Warriors now have some work to do. It is Antigo 4, Wausau West 3. This is
experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports.
Third baseman, number 13, Taylor Defner.
Taylor Defner will lead things off for Wausau West in the top of the 6th inning. Defner, Jaden Kalmus, and Taylor Murkowski, middle of the order, 3, 4, and 5. Gracie Glatz. First pitch is down low for ball 1. Taylor Defner, swing and a miss. Evens it up at 1-1. Warriors trying to get to the 500 mark overall. They are 10-11 entering play today. Taylor Defner, Gracie Glatz. Strike 3 called. A fastball on the inside corner for the first out of the inning. As home run power, she drilled one back in the game against Stevens Point in mid-April. Now settles in. Misses outside for ball 1. Jaden Kalm has the target. Here's the pitch. Off the inside corner. Now a good hitter's count for Jaden Kalmus. 2 balls and no strikes. Her last 5 plate appearances. And the tying run now on base for the Warriors as Taylor Murkowski will step in. Taylor Murkowski flew out the right field in the second, and then here's the pitch. Foul tip at the plate. Strike 1. Well, after scoring twice in the third, they led 3-1 after 3.5, 3-2 after 4, but now it's a 4-3 edge for the Red Robins in the top of the 6th. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone, and now between first and caught stealing for out number 2. So now 2 outs and nobody on base. Caught between first and second was Ruby Thurs. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Do it for the Warriors in the top of the 6th. No runs on 1 base hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. And a 5.5. 4-3 and
once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
Number 14, Caitlin Cresson.
We'll have a pinch hitter here for the Robins to start off the bottom of the 6th. Caitlin, right-handed batter. First pitch misses for ball 1. So 4-3 Red Robins. There's a swing and a miss on that Caitlin Butler pitch. And the count is 1-1. Over east yesterday, but have some work to do here late. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First out of the inning. DP will now step in. Good cut, but you fouled it straight back. Strike 1. Nothing in 1 the count. Butler's pitch. At it, here comes Butler's pitch. Laying off that rising pitch is Cheney. Count goes to 2-2. Top of the order, Krista Beck and Kaiser up and out of the strike zone, taken for a ball. Setting the target is Kelmus. Butler rocks, deals. Pitch fouled straight back again by Cheney. Count remains 3-2. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Warriors, 4 runs, 8 hits for the Red Robins. All 3 pitchers that have been out in the circle have been throwing strikes during the course of this game. Top of the order, and Krista Beck. Beck is grounded out twice and flown. Get a pinch runner here for the Robins, as coming out is number 13.
Number 13, Ruby Burt.
Ruby Burt. Bottom of the 6th, 4-3 Antigo. Looking ahead to the Warrior half of the 7th. There'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Caitlin Butler, Brooklyn Freiberg, and Brooklyn Kelmus, as the Warriors will need at least one to keep this game going. Right-handed batter settles in. Line drive right to the Bushong. She'll flip the first in time for a double play. First for the twin killing to end the Antigo 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Heading to the 7th. Final chance for the Warriors. It is
No hits, there are no errors.
Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to wausauareasports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at wausauareasports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to wausauareasports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where
We're going to cut that off early because we are back to action quickly again. Top of the 7th inning. Caitlin Butler will lead things off for Wausau West. Gracie Glatz has gone the distance here for the Red Robins. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Butler is struck out and popped up. Right-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Foul tip. Going 3 runs on 5 hits. She has walked only 1 batter in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Tying run is on base for Wausau West. Good 2-strike hitting, taking it right up the middle. And as I said earlier, this is a quick surface. It is a right-handed batter. See what the Warriors try to do here. And Olivia O'Keefe has come out and done the running here for the Warriors. So, runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Here's a Freiberg had a sacrifice fly her last time up. Swing and a miss. Went after one outside the zone, and it's 0-2. It's one of the things you'll learn. A young player, he right in there. The first 2 were outside the zone. That time was right down the chute. Strike 3 called. So runner on first, 1 out for Brooklyn Kelmus.
Batting the left fielder, number 6, Brooklyn Kelmus.
Do the Warriors dare try to put the runner in motion? Grabbed at short, a looping liner, and back to first safely is O'Keefe. It did not have as much on it as I thought off the bat. It just died as it got into the air, and that allowed the shortstop, Wykes, to make to the bat, because off the bat I thought it had a little bit more on it. And the Warriors down to their final at-bat, to their final out, Jenna Gravane. Fastball off the outside corner. 1-0. On the inside corner for strike 1 called. Ball and a strike. He'll fire across in time. By a half a step, able to get Gravine. 6-3 on the putout. And the Red Robins earn a hard-fought 4-3 win here this afternoon. It's for the Red Robins. We will come back and have our post-game show coming up next. Antigo 4, Wausau West 3. This is Wausau West.
Financial advisor Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group is a proud supporter of our broadcast of Wausau West High School sports. Whether it's investments, insurance, financial planning, or more, contact Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group. Tim is a 1997 graduate of Wausau West High School and has been coaching Wausau West student athletes since 2001. Financial advisor Tim Freiberg and Rib Mountain Financial Group, a proud supporter of Wausau West High School athletics. The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau area sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau area sports. The Weld.
Chad Holmes back again from Antigo, where the Antigo Red Robins today knock off the Wausau West Warriors by a score of 4-3. So Wausau West, who wanted to get back to the 500 level overall, but come up short. The Warriors are now 10-12 as they head into their final regular season game on Tuesday against the Marshfield Tigers. But here today. But in the end, it was a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the bottom of the fifth that ultimately turned out to be the difference in this one. Well, let's look back at what happened. It was a scoreless game until the top of the third. Brianne Bouchon would single, but the ball got between the legs of the center fielder. So that error allowed Gravine to come around and score to give the Warriors a 1-0 lead. And then Bouchon tried to steal third. There was nobody there, so the ball went into left field. That allowed Bouchon to steal third and then score on the air to make it 2-0 Warriors. Antigo got on the board in the bottom of the third inning with 2 outs. There was a rundown between the first and second. Warriors could not get the runner there. Breaking for the plate was Weick. She was able to score, and that made it 2-1. Wausau West would get a single. Then Taylor Murkowski walked. The runners were advanced to second and third, and with 1 out, Brooklyn Freiberg hit a well-hit ball to deep left field, but it was chased down by Ava Cornelius in front of the warning track, but tagging up and on second and third. Actually, and then a walk, a wild pitch, scored the run to make it 3-2. Then there were runners on second and third with 1 out. But coming into pitch was Caitlin Followed by Ackright, followed by a single by Beck. There were runners on second and third, again with 1 out, but then a strikeout to Evie looked, and it looked like the Warriors could get out of the inning, but then Ava Cornelius hit a lead. The Warriors were not able to get anything going in either the 6th or the 7th, and they fall by a score of 4-3. So a good win for Antigo, a tough loss for the Warriors. But the Warriors will try to get back on the winning track on Tuesday in Tomah for a triangular. And the Warriors will take on Tomah in the first game, 9:45 a.m. for the pregame, 10 o'clock for the first pitch. And then the Warriors in the second game will take on the 5th-ranked Signal today. We just did not have a lot of bars here in the outskirts of Antigo. But glad you could be with us and join us for this one. Final score, Antigo 4, Wausau West 3. West softball on Wausau Area Sports.
This has been Wausau West Warrior High School Softball. on Wausau Area Sports. Wausau West Softball has been brought to you by the Clover Belt Credit Union since 1936. Local lenders lending local money, keeping our community strong. Warrior Softball is also brought to you by Rocket Industrial, the Wausau West Athletic Department, the Weld Riley Law Firm and attorney Matthew Meyer, and financial advisor Tim Freiberg of Rib Mountain Financial Group. Thanks for joining us for Wausau West Warrior High School Softball on your home for Warrior Sports, Wausau Area Sports, and WausauAreaSports.com.